Peace, peace. King of Zion out here in nature as usual. I'm giving y'all my first YouTube video. Shout outs to all of you who listened to me on Instagram, were interested in what I was saying and what my perspective on things, and requested that I began a YouTube video. As you can see, I'm a little sweaty doing my little nature walk or what have you. But one thing you'll realize about me as a Rasta man, that this is about reality. It's not about vanity. Shout outs to everybody who continues to support the brand and support the movement. As always, you are loved and you are appreciated. Give thanks. I give thanks to the Most High for another beautiful day, another day to learn, another day of nice sunlight. You know, those of you who know me in real life, you know that sunlight is one of my favorite things. It's fresh air, the love, people out here who refuse to live from fear. You know, to know that I'm not alone in my thinking is a blessing. We know that a lot of people out here are resonating from a fear vibration. So shout outs to all of you who are on a love vibration. You're not alone. I'm with you. Yeah, so a few of you have asked me specific topics that you want me to speak about, and I promise you I'll get to you. But today, something happened that I wanted to just touch on real briefly. This morning, I woke up. I was still feeling a little residue from yesterday, last night. I was going through some things, being attacked spiritually, you know, mentally, and it kind of got me down for a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I tell y'all all the time, I'm not perfect, you know. Everything that I'm speaking about in my videos is not only to you, but it's also to my children. It's also to me. Just reminders, so that maybe if I am feeling down, I can go back to my old video and say, you know what, I already knew what to do. I already knew the truth. Because one thing I've realized in life is that a lot of the lessons we learn, we forget over the time, or we get distracted, things like that. A lot of things that I'm so-called learning again right now, it's like I already knew those things in my 20s, you know. So this morning, I met a young man by the name of Gio. Shout out to Gio. He's in his 20s, young Jamaican man, you know. Me and him were able to politic. We never met each other a day in our life. We had a nice conversation, just sharing our knowledge of the world and what we feel and our feelings and things like that. And it was nice to see that he ain't so different than what I was in my 20s. I think he's 22, I'm 34, you know. This man's been through things, I've been through things, but we have a similar outlook on the world. That was a beautiful blessing from the Most High, just to be able to, you know, discuss with another black man, discuss with another brother what's going on, how we feel about being in a foreign culture. Because as much as I was born here, I wasn't raised, you know, my parents are not from here, so I wasn't raised to view this culture the same way that, you know, somebody else who had parents born in this country would see. That's not a slight to nobody, it's just a difference. Sometimes it's a culture shock, you know what I'm saying? One thing that we did talk about was the importance of oxygen. As we all know, there's a big pandemic going around. You know, everybody's afraid. It's a fear pandemic going around. Everybody's running around wearing masks as if you don't need oxygen in order to live. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wear a mask, do that. Nobody's hating. Go ahead and wear your mask. But you should not be mad at me for not wearing a mask if your mask works. You get what I'm saying? You go to a grocery store, you're touching things, giving it to a cashier behind plexiglass who's also wearing a mask, who's going to touch it, scan it, bag it, and give it back to you and send you home with it. I don't really know what the mask was going to do to avoid any of that. It doesn't really make much sense to me. You know, you go to a restaurant where you got to wear a mask to come in to order, but you can sit down, take your mask off, and eat. Certain things just don't make sense. Oxygen actually boosts your immune system. Oxygen boosts your immune system. It helps cleanse your cells, create new cells, and it helps to move the blood through your body properly, you know, to get your body in an optimum functioning state. That's why, you know, you exercise. You're getting a lot of oxygen in. That's what's going to help your body heal. And it also affects your mental health. This is why when they teachers of the East talk to you about mindfulness, things like an inner peace, they tell you to meditate. Meditate. Meditation comes with a lot of deep breathing exercises. In certain places they call it prana. In certain places they call it chi. It's about honing that life force energy within you. So if somebody can get you to believe that restricting your flow of oxygen is your best defense against a pathogen or airborne virus, I got a few bridges for sale. You know what I'm saying? I got some land on Mars that you can rent. I can't make these things up. People will wear a mask to go to the gym and then wonder why they're hurt or out of breath or things like that. I don't get it. You know, if somebody can make this mask make sense to me, how you can breathe through it, but a small particle like a virus can't get through it. How you can blow smoke through these masks, but you can't inhale viruses through it. Or where on the earth are you safe from death anyway? See, the Most High made me different. The Most High made me not with a spirit of fear, but with one of love and power. You understand me? I refuse to live my life in fear. I don't resonate from a fear vibration. I don't watch a bunch of TV to tell me how scared I should be of death. You know, I don't listen to radio. I don't even look people in the eyes who wear a mask. 9 times out of 10, I don't even want to. If you got to wear a mask to talk to me, Slim, we might not need to have this conversation because I'm too close. And your mask might have more germs on it than I do coming fresh out the shower. That's what I'm saying. You know, again, this is not to change your mind. This is just my thinking. For those of you who understand where I'm coming from, shout outs to you. You're not alone. Shout outs to the doctors overseas, you know, in the European countries that's writing an open letter to the politicians asking them to just cease the foolishness. You know, the so-called cure cannot be worse than the actual problem. We know that the numbers have been played with. I'm not telling you that the virus is not real. I'm telling you that the numbers have been played with. You know, a lot of people are not dying from COVID-19. You know, a lot of people, there have been people who died. I don't think it's more than the flu. I don't think it's more than normal occurrences. And either way, when it's your time to go, you're gonna go. Stop being afraid of death. Why are you afraid of something that only exists when you don't? It just doesn't make sense. If you have so much faith in the Most High, why are you so afraid of everything? I don't know when I'm gonna go. All I know is in the meanwhile, I refuse to be afraid. I'd rather live one day on my feet than to live 100 years on my knees. Oh, ye of little faith. Are you gonna resonate from love or are you gonna resonate from fear? Are you gonna trust in the body's ability to heal itself? The body that the Most High gave you? Are you gonna breathe in fresh air? Or are you gonna breathe in recycled toxins from the CO2 that you're letting out every time you exhale? It's up to you. If I've misspoken, forgive me. I'm doing these in one take. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time. There's no editing and all of that stuff, you know. These messages have to get out there. The love is here. You have to choose to resonate from that. Shout outs to all the lovers. We have one. The new earth is here. 528 hertz, you know. Love and light. Peace, peace, peace.